So guys, at one point, of course, Andrew Tate was trying to help the streamer Adin Ross to get out of that partying, disgusting lifestyle and taking lean. But he's found out that Adin Ross is back on there and he's give up all hope with him and sent this message.
I know a little bit about Adin Ross, but I can't really dive into stuff like that. Let's find out sort of media. So
if Adin is incessant on the fact that he wants to continue to take drugs, then there's not much anybody else can do about that, and he's going to have to live the life path he's laying out for himself.
He's someone you spoke to already, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I spoke to him. I've done podcasts with him. He's a kid, and I try and help him a bunch, and then he got addicted to lean. Supposedly he's back addicted to lean. I have things to do. So if you're going to get back on lean...
Yeah, but bro, that comes down to the brotherhood thing again. Who do you have around you?
Completely.
You know what I'm saying? Even like you said, having money doesn't always equate to happiness. If you don't have the right people around you, if you don't have the right goals, if you don't have the right mind and incentives.
It's hard. Even when Adin has good people around him, he still goes into these weird zones. HS TikTok was very positive, taking him to the gym every day and trying to help him out. And that would be a person to actually guide him. Although he is very young, he's a lot smarter than a lot of the people that Adin Ross surrounds himself with. And he was guiding him in the right direction. And it's kind of just fizzled out their relationship a little bit. And I think HS is coming back to the UK soon. So we could see Adin fall off even more into the wrong direction.
So what people does he have around him that allows him to just keep doing that?
Money is an amplifier. Money doesn't change anything about who you are. They say you find out who someone really is when they have money. That's true. But money amplifies. I'm not top G because I have money. I'm top G because I was a G and then got rich.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of people with more money than me who aren't top Gs. You have to, it amplifies who you are. So you have to become something when you're broke so that when you become rich, you get to stay that guy. Because when you're rich, it's too hard to forge yourself in fire. It's too difficult.
Yeah.
And if you look at the best people in life, if you look at the most interesting, most inspirational men on the planet, all of them have been through hell. Name a guy who you really respect who hasn't had a hard, difficult life. And then they went through some shit. So you're supposed to go through it. And then if you get enough money, you can amplify all those characteristics about yourself, like the fact that you're extremely brave and resilient, and you get a platform and you can teach the world, etc. But it only amplifies. Someone like Adin Ross, who's a little nerd, made a bunch of money streaming, stayed a little nerd. Now he's a super nerd on lean.
It's sad because Andrew Tate has always told this to Adin's face and he agreed that he was going to bet himself, and he was always temporary success. It was literally a week or two transformations, but long term Adin could have had a massive impact on actually bettering people and surrounded himself with the right people like Tate, who generally cared about him and wasn't a guy just taking money off for him or trying to get clout off him, because he had more than Adin. It was generally someone that was trying to help him.
How old is he?
I don't know, bro. If he's like 20 something, he's got like 50 million a year from some haram.
Well, I guess he's still got time to grow and stuff, but he needs to find out quick. That's the truth.
But yeah, of course. But this is another thing. This is really interesting. When you stand for nothing, and the only way you can even keep your career is to a degree drama, to a degree being a clown and attracting attention for being entertaining, not for being knowledgeable, not for educating, but entertaining other people. You're entertaining as a person if you keep going on and off drugs. We wouldn't be talking about him unless he was going on and off drugs.
So he makes his like a clown.
So that's what exactly. And most of these influencers are. That's how they stay influencing by doing clown shit.
To be fair, it is, as a creator, to make a transformation pretty hard when you're streaming almost every day and have that pressure to provide entertainment. People like iShowSpeed do it so naturally, and Adin Ross, to a certain degree, has to have controversy in his life, and keeping that up on a daily basis, a lot of pressure, and managing your life and a lot of the vultures around you when you're worth 35 to 40 million, it's hard to find anyone that's actually real and generally cares about you. This is why we see a lot of young creators that get rich always end up with substance abuse later on.
Doing dumb shit. They have to do dumb shit or nobody talks about them. So that's a hedonistic path towards hell anyway. If he converted and he actually started paying attention to God and started actually trying to help the world and feeding children, if he went out there and did difficult things and learned life lessons and came back on stream and talked about what he learned, if he took actual risk and told the world about how it feels to be afraid and how it feels to be brave, if he actually went through something, he could educate people, but he's afraid. So because he's afraid and he's a coward, what else can you do but be a clown? And how do you be a clown? What do clowns do? They self-depreciate for your entertainment. They make a fool of themselves so you laugh. So why is he back on lean? For views, I guess.
It was literally only 2 months ago Adin Ross had spoke and apologized to his viewers and admitted he broke his sobriety once again. Discussing his struggles with alcohol and lean, he promised that he's transforming himself again the next month, and again we see him sort of dip in these lapses of motivation. He said, I picked up a pint straight up and I poured it, and I shouldn't have done that. I did it back-to-back days, Ross confessed. He also said he gained significant weight over the last couple of days due to excessive drinking and zipping on lean.
Bro's addicted to lean. Hey, we need to help him. Hey, we need to help him.
Is that shit cap or not?
Some in this bag right now.
No, he does not.
Look.
I had to kick the cup.
But I'm gonna be honest. Like, there's a lot of people calling cap on that. Like,
It's not cap. If I told you what I was
trying to
sipping,
look
I'll
cool.
tell you it's disgusting. Bro.
Homie's trying to look cool sipping lean.
I know that's what I feel like. Do you feel like that? Like it was a one-time
bro.
thing.
His
He
lean
slept
gut.
in a little bit, and he was
Bro,
like,
yeah, I gained weight from bro. If I showed you want to see the pictures, right?
I've seen his lean gut.
I think it was like a
it's true.
3-day thing where he had like,
No, it's way more than
you low-key did have a cough.
Nah,
and
but
your
lean
doctor,
ain't shit though, because people
your
pop
doctor
jams
prescribed
in the
it,
lean.
and you turned it into addiction. You had one little thing in the back.
That's funny.
Oh.
Sorry, we shouldn't be laughing about
No,
that.
I mean I've done that shit one time.
He may not even realize that himself, but that's why he's back on lean. He's back on lean so he has something to talk about on his fucking stupid show. And I actually like Adin as a person, but if he's genuinely back on drugs, that's why he's done it. How many times can I try and help the guy? I've told him, go to the gym, get in fantastic shape. You're rich and young. You should be built like an animal. If he's not going to do that and just go back on drugs, then what can I do for him? And also, there's another thing that's very important. People around you are only going to care about you for so long as a man until you give up. Yeah. I'll tell you about me as a person. If I drive down the road and someone comes up to my car begging for money, if they're an old lady, I give them money. If they're a lady, I give them money. If you're a young man and you ask me for money, no.
Yeah.
Get a job.
Yeah.
You're a dude.
There's not a reason good enough that you're here.
Yeah, completely. There's no reason why you can't make some money without begging, because you're a man. You could carry bricks. Do something.
Yeah.
Women get away with that stuff. Old people can get away with it. But if you're a young military age man, there's no excuse for this shit. Absolutely no excuse. Got a question here. How do I find network? We've answered all these questions already. We've explained that if you become a person of genuine value, you're going to find network by extension. You're going to find network automatically.
Yeah.
It's very easy to find good people when you're a good person. And I tell every single man who watches my stuff, you can be as important as I am if you're prepared to go through what I've been through and work as hard as I work. And if you're not, then you're never going to be as important as I am. And you're going to have to accept your life as a less important man. If you can accept that and live with that and sleep at night, cool. I can't sleep at night if people can buy shit I can't buy and do shit I can't do. If I see a dude with things I don't have, I'm like...
My last observation on the Adin Ross situation right now and him doing lean again is basically this guy has got a lot of money. We're talking 10s, 20s, 30s million in his bank account, and he's losing pleasure of things. He's had the best houses, he's hanged around the best women, the best cars, everything, and had clout so young. It can go one or two ways. You can keep leveling up and staying obsessed with that, or you can go the other way and start looking for that same pleasure in stuff like drugs and alcohol, which won't bring it. It's short-term pleasure, but Adin Ross seems like he just can't stay away from that lifestyle. He needs the right people around him, HS and Andrew Tate, with the right kind of people to guide this young man on what to do with his money and also his platform. Let's remember, he's streaming to hundreds of thousands of kids, and a lot of them are going to look up to him naturally because they're watching him every single day and taking things in. What's your guys' thoughts on Adin Ross's situation, and do you guys think he can turn it around and become a positive influence for the youth? Comment below.